Let's exercise my Rhodesian Ridgeback, who's driving me absolutely crazy today. I don't know what it is about today, but Pickles is freaking on one. She won't stop whining. She chewed my boots. The boots I'm wearing in this video, they're in the trash. They're gone. You'll never see them again. Sick, I'm PMSing, and I got like 4 hours of sleep. All I want to do is go to bed, but no. Pickles is being extra pickly today. Anyway, somebody asked how I teach impulse control, and I'm going to give you an example. So in this video, I'm using a foot pole. It's basically like a cat toy, but like a dog version. It gives Pickles a little bit of a release in terms of her prey drive. This is the galloping pony portion of the play. This is where I feel like a horse person, or, you know, in the horse pen exercise. I don't know what they're doing with the horses when they do that. But this is a quick example of how I work on impulse control. Getting her to out her prey. She is not doing it. She always does a really bad job the first out. But this is her outing it. And then she goes into a sit, and then she breaks the sit because, of course, she does. Get her back into a sit. And then I'm going to walk away and she has to stay in that sit. And then I will release her off camera, which I realized I was off camera. And then here's just a little bit more pony action, and then I'm going to get her to out it again. She does best when I have the toy in my hand and I tell her to out it, and so I'll give her an out just one time, and then I'll say ah, 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 every time she doesn't out it. And then I'll get her back into a sit and do the game again, but she ignored me, and this is where I'm just fighting for my life with the long line here. She does zoomies around me, and then it gets kind of scary. Sometimes. Will I lose my foot? Will I not lose my foot? We don't know these things. If you hear a screaming child in the background of this video, just ignore it. Here's another example of me doing an out and walking away. You want to turn and walk away. I didn't, because we're working on a come. And then where she comes and sits with me, or sorry, recall. What am I talking about? I'm recalling her, so she'll recall to me and sit in front of my feet. So that's what that was. But typically when you walk away from your dog, you want to like turn your back and like actually walk away like a normal human being and not like a freaking robot walking backwards. Here's some B-roll of the rock in the backyard with some moss on it, and that's a hosta with some rain on it. Did I mention it was raining? It's raining. And this is my fern. Beautiful. And then here's just one more example of me having her out something. Gave her the out and then doing ahs, and she lets go, and then I can give it back to her. If she doesn't want to listen to me anymore, I just kind of give it right back instead of getting her into the sit and then having her wait it out. And if you're just starting this exercise with your dog, that's kind of how you want to start anyways. Alright guys, I'm going to go to Dunkin' and get my kid a donut. I would take him to Krispy Kremes, so this side of the country doesn't have any Krispy Kremes, and they wouldn't recognize a good donut if it slapped them in the face. Okay, bye.